When talking about the richest people on Earth, the first name that pops up in our heads is Jeff Bezos. His family's wealth is easily beyond the comprehension of a common man. Interestingly, the Bezos family has committed to giving more than $700 million to a cancer center. In this video, we'll talk all about it and about who really gains the benefit when billionaires give away such huge amounts. Let's get into it. First up, Bezos' family gives a sizable donation. Seattle's Fred Hutchinson Cancer Center will be receiving around $710 million from the billionaire Bezos family. But like many expected, it won't be all at once. This money is committed to the cause, so that means that over the next decade, it'll be making its way to the center's bank. Since it's to a cancer center, it makes the goal of this donation pretty obvious. The said goal is to help speed up cancer and infectious disease research, as the organization announced this past Wednesday. Fred Hutch plans to make good use of the dollars by funding many clinical trials, new research capabilities, and recruitment. This donation is the recent contribution toward Hutch's long-time and long-term goal of speeding up its cancer research efforts. This is the direction in which the organization pointed at when they merged with the Seattle Cancer Care Alliance in April. In addition to that, the Bezos family supported this foundation anyway. Mike Bezos, the head of the Bezos family and co-founder of the Bezos Family Foundation, extended his support to Hutch for the new merger. He called the family longtime Fred Hutch supporters, as he explained that the merger would create more space in the organization's capacity to aggressively instigate and treat cancer and infectious diseases. In a world full of rapidly developing viral diseases and post-COVID effects, this is a good step and in the right direction as well. The research done for COVID was largely criticized, with terms like long COVID and problems with women's menstrual cycle coming out after taking the vaccine. Good research is of the utmost importance. Mike exclaimed that their investment should hopefully help in leading to answers to the most pressing matters, and cancer is a longtime enemy of medicine. In the true spirit of the act, he wishes that other people, hopefully the millionaires and billionaires, join hands for matters that hold more importance than power struggles, like pursuing scientific and medical breakthroughs. It's better to be known for life-changing events than devastating ones. Over the course of the next 10 years, Fred Hutch leaders are aiming for a cool $3 billion for promoting collaborations in the field and working towards big medical achievements. Following that, Fred Hutchinson Cancer Center rebrands following the merger. We know that the merger happened, but let's address some of the changes we're expecting to see. The Seattle-based Cancer Center revealed its brand new logo on the 3rd of October following the April merger. The merger brought forth a new brand and logo with new colors and shapes that pay homage to the organization's legacy. This merger will enable the two organizations to accelerate their shared mission of placing the world's most devastating diseases far behind us. It's time we look onward towards advancements that help us and don't ruin us. Now, we have to address that they aren't the only organization to receive a sizable donation. This isn't the first major donation that the Bezos family has made. Just last year, they announced an enormous amount of $166 million as a gift. This was to galvanize the health and wellness of the diverse population in the Brooklyn community. This isn't their first for the area, as they pledged a cool $25 million in 2017 to support initiatives assisting mothers, children, and families. The philanthropic act took place during the chaos of COVID. The shortage of medical supplies was felt across various nations. The family did their part in theory by giving a large sum of money to support a community of almost 2.6 million people. NYU extended its deepest gratitude for their visionary dedication to the community and their constant belief in Langone Hospital. COVID was certainly a scary time for healthcare professionals as they battled over the minimal supplies. Watching patients die despite giving everything they can in an uncertain time was heavy emotionally, yes, but it also weighed heavily on everyone's wallets. Let's talk about how this money will be spent. Dealing with such a huge amount of money requires an almost ridiculous amount of planning and careful consideration. It's a hefty amount for sure, but every penny counts in medicine. This money will support major and minor endeavors across Fred Hutch, ranging from basic science to extensive clinical research. Here's the outline. The first is a $300 million fund for recruiting 36 new lab leaders. But it isn't just the leaders that'll come. Each of the lab leaders would bring in a dozen or more additional members to the research group to work in the labs. Speaking of labs, the funding includes resources for lab spaces and equipment, and technology to support such a collaboration. Then $149.5 million for clinical research infrastructure. The efforts are said to be modeled on the existing Bezos family immunotherapy clinic, a wonderful collaboration, and $36 million will go towards expanding the research at Hutch's Immunotherapy Integrated Research Center. Bezos' inspiration was due to Seattle's response to the viral COVID, driven by the efforts of Hutch in vaccine testing, epidemiology, and many other areas. Science, cancer, and virus research are at a pivotal point as of now. Jackie and Mike Bezos invested early in Amazon for $245,573 in 1995, which is now the biggest company in the world and the most popular, so they know where to put their money. The center also received $78 million from Stuart and Molly Sloan. Coming up, Bezos outdid the Sloans in their donation. Just last month, the Fred Hutchinson Cancer Center received a $78 million gift. While compared to Bezos' donation, it seems almost too little, but it's important to remember that a mere million can change a normal man's life, and this gift was the largest in its 47-year history. Stuart Sloan is the owner of University Village, which is an outdoor mall in Seattle. Along with that, he's also the founding sponsor of Obliteride, which is an annual fundraising event for Hutch. Molly, on the other hand, is on the Fred Hutch's board of advisors. Kelly, the vice president of philanthropy at the organization, shared that she's overwhelmed by the generosity and considers it a big step in the direction of their goals. She went on to say that the money will go towards providing the best efforts in terms of cancer and oncology. Applying everything in the past decade, they want to make sure that cancer patients get the best treatment so they may have more time, one with less pain and more quality at least, eventually leading to a world where they prevent and cure cancer. The Sloans have been tested by the Bezoses now as they give tenfold to the organization. They've been active members of the center, having donated $35 million previously. The title of the biggest donation in 47 years belongs to the Bezoses now. Then, who really benefits when billionaires give away their wealth? Now, we've been quite generous with our compliments, but there's time to have an educated talk. Wealthy donors aren't all black and white. There's a deeper issue hidden by the number of dollar bills given. While the world appreciates the support, it doesn't appreciate being overlooked. Aaron Dorfman has always criticized wealthy donors, saying that overlooking the causes that help the poor, disenfranchised, and those not politically involved is a common mistake, or maybe a deliberate one. Dorfman shared that not every kind of giving is good. He's been carefully analyzing the donating trends for a decade and is skeptical of the pledges. Giving Pledge is a movement that pushes billionaires to donate as they can do so without a major dent. But the rich always give to those that support their social standing and benefit them in the long run. Finally, are the donations for the right motives? Giving to alma maters, hospitals, and mainstream art institutions is a common trend. Just as we reported to you about the Bezos family's donation, it's a huge sum of money, but also to a longtime friend that they've donated to before. But to really have the motive to move the needle on social issues, billionaires are hesitant, if not completely ignorant. An example would be Notre Dame. The destruction of a part of it evoked a large group of rich people to send in money. It sent a clear message to the world that the needs of a building matter more than lives that are constantly being lost due to various reasons, mostly political. Not just that, but isn't giving sizable donations nothing more than a ploy? Want to avoid taxes? Just pledge a few million to your friend's organization that's already reeling in millions. The basic idea is to keep the tax benefits of doing philanthropic work as they delay giving it to those in need. Is Bezos on the same path as he's one of the richest? That's a wrap for this video. What do you think of the Bezos' huge donation? What do you think billionaires should do with their money? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more videos just like this. See you in the next one.